Hello again, Glitch Reaper here. I'm here with more of the Engender mod, here with Enderman of Doom, so say hi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Enderman showcase, and today we're doing tier threes.
Yes,
The
that's
b-
right.
the bread the bread and butter of your army, or at least what will be the bread and butter of your army, I assume, unless of course you're a person who decides to swarm your enemies with silverfish, or I don't know, attack your enemies with an army of cows.
That did happen before, and that was me just because I was showing him off in the first place. Although it was very satisfying to see an army of silverfish just march out and obliterate stuff. By sheer numbers, just whack! That was fun. But they have disappeared for the time being, so I'm going to move on to some other mobs. Uh, Now, these are the ones that are the more familiar offensive mobs with an interesting exception or two. So you're probably going to be seeing more than a few familiar hostile faces in here. Uh, Again, there's like an exception or two that's kind of funny, but we'll get into that in a moment. But as usual, I'll also go into the crafting recipes before for these, or at least try to keep up to that. Sorry about before, there was a few things happening. But yeah, getting yourself a fusion part for the first one on our list, the spider, is a spider eye, string, and an egg. So remember when you cook that up in that special spawner, you're gonna need to already have some spider parts. Although, to be perfectly fair, you can find strings sometimes in dungeons. But you're
With a
definitely
good
gonna have to
amount
fight
of
spiders for their spider eyes.
with a good amount of mobs, you require the things that they drop. Some mobs don't drop stuff, so they are crafted with things that I would assume they would drop if they had drops.
Yeah. Oh wait, I might want to have an empty hand just in case. So I'll leave a space open. Okay, so I'll deploy a spider. Yes, you can write it. Just illustrating that point. Oh, I'm writing it into combat against another spider. Now, when you're doing that, remember that you're more in control, so you can also try to strafe, because they will try to auto-recover. So, let's get up. Okay, that just happened off the bat. Whoop. Cow was slain by spider. Wow, ramming speed.
Ramming speed.
Ah, I have the power of the spider. You'll catch me. I can recover all that I want before running you over. And then more show up, obviously. Strafe, strafe. We're already in a lot of action. Oh, cow, you can't escape the spider. Ooh. Engender mobs are everywhere because the others are not. So that's definitely what's happening here. And yes, they will regenerate even while you're riding them, so strafing is a very good tactic. Although, they will fight on their own, you don't have to ride them, this is just extra fun. So it's just showing that this will occur. Oh, but I ran into him a little too much. Oh well, I tried. Well, that's why there's other options, obviously. But yeah, if you want to, you can just let them go on their own, so let me put a few more down. Now, do they gain any extra special powers while they, oh, dropped its item. Do they gain any extra special powers when they get heroed? Yep. Cow and spider action. I think I'll just check that out on my own. But, hey, my spider. Must get it correct. Okay. Okay, switch strategy. Must catch up with my own spider. Really? It's not doing it the other way? Seriously? Well, there's a lesson. You can't use that in your offhand. But now my spider is more powerful. So now my spider is a hero somewhere. It's the one glowing, I'm assuming. That happened. Are you still there on that other side? Because I'm just going berserk with the spider. I may have lost
Yes,
my
I will. Yes, I will steal the breath of creation very easily, because you Tal'Darim suck.
Okay, so he's still doing StarCraft 2. But either way, I have hero to spider. It seems to be just totally going for it. Oh, I need to pluck it clean. Oh, nope, nope, no, no! My hero spider has fallen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you always get a special message if a hero falls. Weird way of having to announce that, but still. Oh, to dispose of the remains. Oh, that was tragic. Okay. Well, this summarizes Spider. They do all the things that a spider can, and they also are a bit improved. You can ride them, and you can use strats yourself if you want to strafe, which was really fun. But that spider's life is unfortunately over, as was the previous one. So, oh well. I tried to show spiders. Now, we're coming up with undead.
They do have other things about them too. The spiders. They have various other things. One of them being that there is a Easter egg variant that uses the survival test skin.
Oh yeah, in that case you'll see their eyes are a different color than normal, which is special.
Their skin is completely different. Their skin uses anyone who knows this, who might know this, is they look brown instead of looking normal, dark purple, red, grayish.
Now this is by chance, so I'll just pop. Oh, there's one. There's one. I saw that. One is the beta version, and you'll note that the eyes are also a different color if I can get around to see it. Yeah, they're not red, they're kind of a blue. So it may be... Okay, this would be one of those times where it'd be good to just pause the video. Well, actually they're not blue, they're kind of a dark, blackish, grayish color, so, you know, it's different. Anyhow, that is by chance, so you might just randomly get this particular kind of spider. But yeah, as I was going to do, I was going to move on to the undead, because, well, I need to show how to operate your undead minions a bit more. They're very
complicated with some of the things that they do.
Yeah, which is why it's special, because they have... Wow, that was random. They can be equipped. And their equipment actually is used as normal, actually. There's the Enderman just randomly invading. That's really weird. I take ghost damage even though I'm in creative. It's like it thumps me. Is that supposed to happen?
Thumps you? What do you mean by thumping?
I was ran into by a slime and it thumped. It happens if it stays on me for a few seconds. It like suddenly starts rattling the screen, doing thumps. Although this one's running from me, it knows that I'm in creative and therefore it can't do anything. It's like I'm just getting out of here. But previously I had a few encounters that were a bit different. Now this Enderman, on the other hand, still is clearly hanging around.
Clearly that one SCV does not want to be hogged. Guys, you don't need to do that.
Again, StarCraft happening. Also, there's a family of creepers going around. Aw, that's so cute. The baby creeper is following its parent. It's like something off of a nature show with this Enderman watching over them. And now, the parental unit watches over their child, while a mysterious figure watches over both of them, keeping them safe. We do not know, if at all, whether or not this is simply natural observation, or not. Meanwhile, the Enderman seems to have taken a block. And yes, has that dramatic sound effect every time. That's an Engender's feature. So, yeah. Okay, I might actually decide to go to the Nether or something to show off some of the... Well, I don't know. There might be too many mobs there, too. I'm trying to find a nice general spot, although I may want to just go farther off here. Oh, here's a good example, I think. Engender zombie. This one's all equipped up a bit with some... And apparently his helmet broke. The thing is, whenever they're in sunlight, their helmet will take durability damage instead of letting them get hurt.
This happens with standard zombies, and this happens with these ones too.
Yeah. However, with these, it will actually wear out the durability. With regular undead, it doesn't. Also, it should be noted that Engender zombies are a bit more hilarious whenever they're on fire, because they wave their arms in their air, going "ah" the whole time, which is really funny, and they will run for the nearest water source on purpose. So they're like, I am getting out of here. So they're a bit smarter than the average zombie, although the way this one is bobbing on the water. It's like he's doing a flaming yay every few seconds. Yay! 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 Don't worry, he won't fully take too much damage, so that one will just be a little warm in his hot tub over there. And no, it's not the time machine, just so in case anybody's wondering about that. Okay. Now, I was going to move on to zombie before a zombie demonstrated itself for me. But yeah, you'll just need some rotten flesh and an egg for the fusion part. Again, remember, these will need to be specially cooked up. But the thing about zombies is you can equip them, and they can actually take multiple hats. You can just keep giving them more hats.
You can keep on giving them leather helmets, and they will be able to carry potentially infinite amount. It's just that no one ever bothers to like build leather helmets in great numbers.
Yeah, this is specific to leather hats, right?
Yes, because they're so expendable.
Yeah. But yeah, this means you can defend them from sunlight, because they will still burn, of course, as demonstrated before. But you can remedy that with various headwear. Although in the case of leather hats, you can just spam it. So yeah, limitless hats. It's the zombie of many hats. Here, demonstrating its special hatification. Although right now it's just chasing a spider away, so go zombie. You can equip them with other armor as well. It's just that the hat is extra special because of, sunlight protection. You can also equip them with any functional weapon. That's something to know, that they have almost universal equipment support. Would you want to mention the exceptions to that? What the armor can't do for them?
What the armor can't do for them?
Yes, what it can't do. And why, for that matter. Because you might explain that a bit better than I could. But I do know what the exceptions are. I'd just like to see your explanation for it, because it's one of those things that has to do with how the code works, and it's why you don't see these kind of features working on everything perfectly.
I believe they were. I believe that you can put anything, any particular thing that can go on a player on a zombie and on a zombie. But some of them I think have intentional limitations. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, well, what I was remember we was okay. I'll remind you what we were discussing before about this. Whenever you have modded versions of armor, they tend to have some special effects that occur on players, but don't seem to transfer to mobs that you equip them to.
Oh yeah.
Like the potion effects and stuff.
We had a discussion about this. Potion effect. If something affects only a player when it's worn by a player, then it won't affect mobs that it's put on. You'll still have the amazing durability if it has it.
Yeah, and it can still operate any enchants. It's just that, like, potion effects and other extra special things that would take special player action won't happen. Like, for example, if I were to equip a zombie with superhero armor, then, like from, well, I don't know, just some superhero mod, and like, let's say they eventually update some to have, like, another version of Ant-Man. Just because the player can choose to shrink wouldn't mean that the zombie could do that. Nothing that happens by choice would be able to happen. Or, for that matter, let's say the superhero is like another version of Superman. Well, because you have to choose to fly, they wouldn't be able to fly. So, anything that happens by choice is a definite not happening, and any potion effect it would normally auto-cast on you, like, for example, a lot of the Abyssal Craft armors have that function, they will also not work in terms of that. They will still have all their, like, base defense, durability, enchantability, and enchantments actually working, but other features, no. I do believe this is handled by on-armor tick, right?
Yes, that's what the thing is called. It's called on-armor tick.
So, fellow modders, remember that that's how these things are handled, but unfortunately does not transfer to mobs, and we've never figured a way around it. I have not seen anybody get around that one yet. But if they do, I'll inform everybody immediately that, hey, we have one that actually works. That would be nice. Meanwhile, my zombie is just going to town. This one spider is like his nemesis. It's like every time the spider periodically goes away, recovers, comes back, and they just keep fighting. So he's like, yeah, I might give him some assistance because I'll want to demonstrate the others too. And by the way, whenever you spawn in Engender versions of undead, they can come auto-equipped with other stuff, just like normal. So I'm going to go on to the skeleton next. And making them requires a bone, an arrow, and an egg for their fusion part. How long does it normally take tier 3s to fuse, speaking of which?
A lot of them take medium amounts of time. Some of the stronger ones. Some of the stronger ones can require like more, half a minute.
Wow, the skeleton just went nuts. Nice.
Actually, I think the one that takes the longest is the polar bear. It takes like 30 seconds.
That's right. Polar bears are here in tier 3. Oh wow. The combination of skeleton and zombie.
I consider them to be strong. I consider them to be strong, strong enough to not be a tier 2. They're animals, but they're an animal that's in tier 3 because they're aggressive. They're strong.
They have a special kind of AI that's dependent on their condition. So if they're neutral unless attacked under some circumstances, they're passive under others, and they're straight up aggressive under others. So their AI is a variable. If it's an adult on their own, they are considered neutral. If it's an adult with a child, they will attack on sight to defend, and if it's a child, they're passive. So it's variable, but whenever they are aggressive, they hit really hard. It is literally, you are literally getting mauled by a bear.
Yes, and they do, and they have very high attack power. That's what makes them. That's what gives them their status in the Engender mod as a tier 3. They have like 9. They do like 9 damage.
I'm laughing because this skeleton's deciding to do a dance with his bow repetitively. He's not right now because he's locked onto something.
How much the damage output of those things is ridiculous. Of a polar bear is ridiculous.
It really is. Well, I'm clearing stuff out. It's that same zombie. Oh, okay. Friendly fire is off. Just saying. So, in case you're wondering why it bounced off my zombie, because they cannot hurt their own allies. So finally, that one zombie back there that had been like just hanging out for so long has finally died because I added a skeleton. So yeah, that took care of that problem. And just stuff is scattered everywhere, which I will pick up along the way just because I can, and to clear it out to reduce lag. So yeah, and by the way, I can hero mode this skeleton to be even more powerful because. Zombies, I don't know if they have anything extra special in hero mode other than they're just better than normal, right?
Well, they have special abilities when they're in hero mode.
Okay.
That I can definitely tell you.
Oh. He dropped all of his hats and then got a new one. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't seem to require more hats. That's nice.
Hi. I'm with a friend right now, we're recording, and I'm playing StarCraft at the same time. He's recording.
What was that? There was this huge storm of stuff happening. Was that the zombie or the... I wasn't looking in the right direction, I admit. I was going to hero this skeleton, since I've already heroed the zombie.
Damn you, Tier-3.
It happens. He is
deploy the Hell's Angels.
Yeah, he's doing some interesting factions right now. So yes, I have heroed them. But yeah, okay. That's the skeleton going nuts. He here in hero mode does an arrow storm. Just like absolute Gatling. Which is of course awesome. Yeah, you might want to kill that pig. Thank you. He can't hit a chicken, though.
I don't care that it's Tier-3 are sealing off the vent. I have the last piece of terrazine required. I have done.
Are those cheers coming from your side or mine? Because this skeleton seems very happy to shoot.
I believe that's on your side.
Well, there is a cheering going on, and he looks happy. Like he has the particle effects like happy, so I guess he cheers himself periodically. Interesting. Is he
That
doing
may
like
not
a
be a
morale thing?
cheer. That may not be a cheer. Wait, wait, did you heroize a zombie?
And a skeleton.
Oh, well then that's the zombie's battle cry.
Oh.
Zombie special ability
I saw him do it that
is a
time.
moral boss.
I saw him do it that time. He raised his hands into the air and gave a good yell. He's like, yeah! He was very happy about it. So, cheerleader zombie confirmed. That sounds so weird to say, but I guess if you were in the right high school, that'd be really weird for a zombie kicking around there.
And basically, the zombie gains the special ability of has the special power of to basically have a morality boost. They act like a walking morality horn. Every now and then they shout it.
Nice. I remember the morality horn was meant to encourage all surrounding units. So that
A heroized
certainly
zombie
does-
acts like a walking morality horn.
Oh, my hero zombie fell, probably due to this Enderman that's going on. Oh my gosh, he blew away both of them. Okay, that's it. It's time for another mob.
What? What happened?
Oh, this Enderman just blew both of them away, and they were heroes. Just
Really?
ouch. Yeah, just both of them in a row, just wasted. Shows how strong the Enderman is. I mean, oh my gosh. And he's just cheerfully just holding he's just casually holding a grass block to taunt about it. Like, oh, I don't need all this. I just happen to whack you guys down with a grass block. I was just doing some gardening and happened to defeat them. So it's like, it's just a total tease. So therefore, I'm going to use Creeper. I'm going Creeper now. I'm going to start over here and see if he sees him. Now. Can blow up multiple times, apparently, in hero mode. Oh,
Creepers,
was still
creepers.
wasted by the Enderman. Holy goodness! Really?
You need a. Well, they have ghost armor. They have ghost armor essentially, Endermen, to make them very strong shock troopers. That's why they're tier 4. They're not tier 5 because they don't completely break the enemy, like how some of the tier 5s can.
Well, I know that broke something because I heroed that creeper
To kill
right
an
before he
Enderman?
explode.
If you want to kill that Enderman, just start hoarding zombies. Hoard lots of zombies.
Okay. Zombie horde confirmed.
And
That's
for most of all, equip them with high damage weapons in both hands.
Right
So
now,
like
I'm
diamond
just going
swords,
for swarm.
or even give each of them an attack cleaver. That should do it.
Hey, you and gold. You are my cleaver guy. You're apparently dual-wielding one of your fallen friends and a cleaver. So if that guy comes in here, you're gonna be the one to chop him, right? Of course, I can just like teleport you over here. Hooah! Okay, that's it. You gonna get it, Enderman, for wrecking my previous crew. When that cleaver guy gets to you, you're gone.
I just realized that the television in the Hyperion's cantina has a sign underneath it that says "Don't shoot at screen."
That's interesting to know. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, shouldn't they have something like that normally? Oh wow, that guy's hitting hard.
I'm pretty sure it's not normal, but they had to put it there because I guess people were shooting at the screen because of the infuriating things that may be seen on the news sometimes.
Well, I'm saying, like, in real life, shouldn't we have that sign for occasions like that where people are literally mad at the news? I mean, we've seen people really mad at news recently, and that other guy with the exact same cleaver is walking away, so... Guys just... You just, Okay, there. I think there's gonna be enough to conquer this Enderman finally. They're being chased by something that I need to cleave, and like myself. He has some serious strengths. Or had, I should say. Oh, they almost got that Enderman finally. Hey, you, my army of the undead is about to crush you. Just fall, finally. Thank you, and he dropped his
Ooh, that's some
grass
fancy firing. Multi-lock weapon system. Goliaths can fire both weapons simultaneously.
Oh,
That's.
goodness sakes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh.
I think I'll take
I
the
think I'll
increased
move on
range.
to a polar
though.
bear. Unless there's something additional about the creeper. Although,
Well, creepers, but when you own them and they're underground, you can right-click them with a flint and steel to make them cause a singular explosion, I believe, to mine.
you can set
When
their blast,
they
basically.
they have to be above the ground though, for you to do the special thing to them with the flint and steel. So with access to the sky, so like there
In
has
other
the
words,
sky.
they must have access to the sky so they can make a crater.
No, for the special thing. Like, so you can supercharge them.
Oh, okay.
You can supercharge your creepers by using the flint and steel to right-click them, and then once you've supercharged them, they will be, they will be charged, obviously.
Okay. Don't worry, this will actually help you. Where'd he go? Is he invisible now? Creeper was killed by magic. That shouldn't have happened. He should have been supercharged.
What killed them with magic? Was it a damn
Flint
witch?
and steel. Okay, I'm gonna hero him first to make sure.
His heroic heralding blast
There we go.
attack as a hero. His special attack is absolutely gigantic. It should instantly kill. It should instantly kill almost anything that can take explosions that's near it.
Yeah, he literally just created this massive crater, and there's a golden Geonock over here. That's interesting. Hey, Creeper, pop over here for a second. I want you to blow this guy up for me. He's kind of, Hello? Creeper?
What?
He's not teleporting to me. He's definitely my creeper. Oh, he's distracted by other units. He's distracted by a... Oh, he got him. Never mind. He's passing. He's following properly now. He was just distracted for powerful reasons. Okay, now can you please blow up this Geonock for me? He's very big. And he requires a big blast. So, please explode. Where'd he go? Did he, like, swim through the ground? Or did you take him out? Let me check that. Oh, it was taken out by a zombie that I had. The creeper didn't even get to him in time. One of my zombies knocked him. Okay. I'll take it.
Strategy in the Engender mod.
Yeah, have a various army of stuff, and things may wind up taking care of it for you. So yeah, army size does matter. Just saying. Oh, that cannot be... let's just use that as a placeholder. Okay, anyhow, I was going to... Oh, you require a hat. Have hats. Calm down. You have hats. He's having a party because he got new hats. Okay, that works. Okay, you can calm down. Good. Okay, I can move on to another mob. But yeah, polar bear. This is the one we was talking about before. Polar bear. A couple of raw fish, an egg, and leather, for the fusion part. Any particular reason why leather, or just kind of thematic for animals, or what? So I'm kind of curious about that one. Whew. Go over to something else. Okay. I'll leave the flint and steel in there. Yoink. Oh. I might actually want to use this just to shoot something. Chicken was slain by a zombie. Okay. That's an Engender pig, right? Oh! Well, that took care of that problem, mostly. Created another one. Hey, 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 hey. I love that. Slightly distracted by that one, I admit, but it's for a good cause. Thank you, like an eye. Anyhow, on to the bear. The bear. The bear. Okay.
Polar bears. They're tough. They are also rideable.
Nice to know.
You can
I'm gonna
mount
ride
polar
this
bear.
bear. And as with most Engender mobs, it doesn't require a saddle. However, is totally not as fast as the spider. The spider was a fast ride. This one's more casual. But you can also fight with your bear, and because of the way they attack, you get to see it from a different perspective of the mall. Oh, zombie crew just came in. But yeah. Okay, so I can get off this bear and let them attack on their own. Same team. Hey, bear, over here.
Alright, Tosh, let's let's break open New Folsom.
Yeah.
The prison world. The prison world of the Dominion.
Yes. You're progressing through the storyline on another one. Oh, wait, there's a witch over here. I want to see if this polar bear can maul this witch. Okay, yeah, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Flaming zombie. Hey, witch. Had a surprise for you. Whoa! Everything just happened. My bear didn't even get to maul the witch. Aww. It's good having a bear, though. I mean, you can ride the bear while mauling things. It's very nice and fun. Do bears get many special abilities when heroed? Or are they just better bears? Gotta do it.
Oh god! Oh, that is
Also
accurate.
Also note that because of Engender, you will probably be able to see a polar bear a lot easier, just because you can make one yourself, and it does require like insane items like packed ice to find. So it's better to have a bear. Not far enough away. I keep forgetting how far we have to be before the teleport. Oh, what? Hey, that rabbit and the sheep just got
Just
mauled
shoot
by the
this
bear.
turret to pieces.
Hey, go bear! Actually whacked a few things. Finally, you doing work there, Colin. Oh gosh. Oh, my bear is going to town on these inferno mobs that are at this. Huh.
Destroy the siege tank.
I have something I might need to report. You made it where the items from Engender are supposed to be the only ones resistant to lava, right?
Heroes are resistant to it, and anything that already has, and anything that already is immune to fire. For example, zombie pigmen.
No, I mean the items. The items. It's like bounce
Item?
on lava.
Which one?
Various.
The what?
Some items are just bouncing off lava. I don't know why. They're practically dancing on it. Like I had a dancing Scorchfire charge, and now I have dancing coal. It's like crazy. I don't know what's even going on here. It's like I don't even know anymore. That should totally be what I say, you know? And because of all the explosions and things dying, there's more dancing items, including dancing magma cream, which is kind of appropriate for lava, but still. Meanwhile, my zombie needs a new hat, the one who's holding the cleaver. You have some hats. There, I gave you some extra swank. Oh, that was funny. After it tries to go away from the zombie to avoid him, goes right into water. And as you might know, they tend to be very opposed. So, yeah. Hey, if anybody thinks Lycanite's mobs are too difficult for them, just make an Engender army, they'll take care of the problem. So, yeah, that happened. Okay, and now a couple more to have is ones that aren't quite as dramatic as the bear, but we have slimes and magma cubes. I might...
You can grow slime. You can grow slimes and magma cubes with the respective drop items.
Yes.
If you right-click a slime with a slime ball or a magma cube with magma cube, you can grow it up to size 4. If they're a hero, you can grow them up to size 8. Size 8, with size 8 being the old, huge size of slimes. Slimes used to have a huge size.
Yeah, that was a thing that they were testing for brief time, but they were just
discontinued
too
it.
enormous.
But I consider it a part of the lore enough to put it in the Engender mod.
That's right, Enderman of Doom, bringing old features back, and future features to you. What? Oh, my creeper teleported and instantly blew something up. For a while, I thought that I just landed on the ground and made a crater, and I'm going, wait a moment, I don't have those boots in this version. It's like, I don't have that armor in this version. This is wrong. But here we have slime. It's a big slime. If you want one, you'll have to make sure that you get yourself a slime ball and an egg, as you might expect. And because of the whole slime ball thing, I am going to grab some and just grow that slime up the rest of the way, if I can find where my slime went. Oh, there he is. Do I have to be not mounted? Here, have the slime. Or is this as big as it gets? I don't think so. I'm trying to grow them with a slime ball. You know? Do I have to hit a certain button to feed them the slime? I'm trying to feed him the slime ball, but it wasn't going. Now he's just hopping away. Even maybe his max size. I'm not sure. I don't think so. That seems like normal big size. Do I have to toss it out to him? 'Cause I was trying to... Well, I'm riding my slime. That's nice to know. But still. Yep, over here. Good. Chasing a slime. Oh, back to the hats. Back to the hats. Hats. Can't give this guy enough hats. You have hats. Hats. You can be a zombie villager. You can get those at random. In addition to maybe something a bit more specific. But for now, this one just has some hats. Hats. You have hats.
Destroy these siege tanks.
Anyhow, as I was saying, so how do you feed the slimes? Because it seems to not be taking my slime balls.
And you right-click them.
That's what I did. Ball. I'm wondering, is this one just as big as it gets?
Are they large?
Fairly, yes.
Like,
do they need room to grow? Is that it?
No, it's slime balls. You right-click them with a slime ball, they gain an extra size.
That's what I was doing, but of course I'm also trying to mount it. You have to... I'm trying to shift-click, but that's not doing it for me either. Huh. Okay, let me see. How many hearts does that have? That has, whoop. Need a clip. 8 hearts. So is that just large size? Because I'm thinking that might not be as big as I was hoping for. Anyhow, I'll maybe I have to hero it or something. That might be it, because there's some things...
Hero the slime. If you hero a slime, then the size that it can reach is even greater.
Okay, so I will hero the slime and see if that helps. Hopefully I won't have to be distributing hats while I do this. Hey, slime. There you go. Has that okay. Now that's a big slime. Whoa. I officially have a big slime. Okay. He's got a pretty good chunk of HP and is fairly large right now, so I'd say mission accomplished. There we go. I just had to get him out of that hole. there's a big hole.
That's a lot of diamondbacks.
It was smashed by my enormous slime. That was good. He just jumped up and whacked it out of the sky. Sweet move. Okay, magma cube is up next. They require magma cream and an egg. So that's what that requires for its fusion part, and that will also be pretty much the same story. So you can imagine that you get a big bouncing. Oh really? You had to be the tiniest. Okay, that's it. I'm immediately going into brewing and finding myself a little magma cream for you. Just right. Rope. There we go. And you can mount them as before. So, yeah. Now, they do have more jump than a regular slime, so in case you're wondering why you want a magma cube over a regular slime, they are much loftier in their jumps.
Yes, you can also ride both slimes and magma cubes.
Oh, you have one little extra note I should mention about them is you can only move them by jumping. Just like in regular Minecraft, they only can hop. So remember that you're going to have to manning this jump bar a lot to really get them to...
Yes, it works exactly like that.
I'm thinking while you're going down is a good time to really time the bar. Okay, that was just sudden.
And you actually do get extra juice to the jump.
Especially if you time it just right, apparently, which I'm still getting the hang of because this is a little spontaneous. Lots of things are being blown up by my super creeper. So yeah, wow, extra height. I really let that one sail. There was a jump where I got it just literally at the end of the bar. It was like the most perfect jump. Wow, this thing has height. You could really go up a mountain on a magma cube. I mean, this is fun. Wow, leaping around
Jesus Christ!
What's up?
That is a potent ability.
Apparently he's reviewing some things in StarCraft that involve really powerful stuff, which may eventually wind up in his mod upcoming.
Gosh, with his mind blast, can amputate people's limbs with his mind.
That sounds like the Sphinx from Mystery Men, but he was chopping up guns. And even then, he had to do it from a certain angle, so it was a little special. Wow, the stomping is definitely happening. Do hero mode magma cubes create an area strike by any chance? Because stuff has just been getting smashed every time he leaps. When appropriate. Well, that, and I have my creeper still, so there could be some stuff happening. Now, on to a very special one. Vex. Yeah, this is literally the very definition of annoying. But you can get a Vex by having an egg, glowstone dust, and an iron sword, and then cooking it up in your special Engender mod spawner. Which, as he said before, you can always tell the difference because it has a different texture, so that helps. But Vexes are special. If they are summoned by the Evoker, which we'll get to on a later tier, then they will be as temporary as normal, and with some special amusement we'll go over too. But if you spawn it in with the item, it is permanent. So, if you want to have yourself a pet Vex, it's pretty much the only way to do it right now, because normally they're not permanent. The Vexes, as in normal Minecraft, are very dangerous because they can phase through walls and attack your enemies. So these things are absolutely vicious.
Yeah. Their iron sword counts as actually being an iron sword, too.
You also get multiple, apparently. Or are those ghost images?
No, they are not.
Well, they are literally... Well, the way they were parked was in a perfect... It was just literally in a perfect column for a moment. So it made me wonder if that was an optical illusion. Because you've had ghosting issues before, you know? So I'm going, is this really... Oh, that zombie is just not having a good time. Is there anything special about hero moding a Vex? Well, I'm wondering.
They gain extra attack power. That's a special thing.
Well, well, that's normal for heroes. The fact is, with Vexes, that just makes them like several times more annoying because they're Vexes, so any extra attack power is just going to be really nasty. Like, the entire department of, why are you doing this to me? So, yeah. You can't really equip them any, though. They're always going to have the iron sword, right?
Nah, you cannot equip them.
Because you gotta admit, I would be curious if the model of the weapon that they're holding would automatically shrink, because I'm wondering what would look like if they had a tiny Athaxium cleaver. Just out of curiosity.
It would probably look just like on a tiny Athaxium cleaver. Their model is shrunken their model is shrunken in the renderer.
Ah, that's how it happens. It's kind of like the Giants is kind of exploded in size. The Vexes is shrunk. Would also explain a few other things I've seen, actually, because I have seen some very tiny mobs and wondering how they got the detail work. So apparently it just kind of was scrunched. My magma cube is literally sitting on a group of inferno mobs right now. That was funny. It's like, hey, let me just stand on your head. Thank you. I don't even think the Vex really got involved. It's like, I'm just hanging out around here. Hey, just come in, please.
That poor SUV. Never knew life.
It is an absolute slaughter. Again, if you want to see things getting just crushed in like... Vexes apparently no-clip through lava as well. That's interesting. I didn't know how well they handled liquids. Apparently they do very well. Oh, Spriggan was killed by my Vex. Nice to know. Again, death messages may be turned off blindside with the config. But just knowing what's happening, and for the mod review purposes, this is actually particularly handy. And there's the no-clipping powers. So my Vexes are going through there. And remember, I have 3 of them. Oh, my polar bear seems to have a thing against lobbers. Like, seriously, it's like, you are fire, I am from the cold. I will destroy you. He's like natural nemesis. As he slaughtered a lobber before, and I'm going, okay. But now I know he really doesn't like him. Okay, let's just move on to something else, because the Vexes, as you can tell, will be annoying enough as is. In hero mode, just a bit more so. So, let's go into the next thing. And this is kind of a unique pairing, literally. The last 2 in this category are pairs. Because we have Spider Jockey and Chicken Jockey. And to make yourself the Spider Jockey, you will be needing... And this is special. I remember how before he said that some of the later ones have special recipes that don't involve eggs and stuff directly? Well, here we go. Because what you need to get the Spider Jockey fusion part is you need a spider fusion part and a skeleton fusion part. And you literally just smack them together. And then you put this into your special spawner, cook it up, and there you go. And it's raining, so maybe my zombies won't burn if they run out of hat. So that's nice to know. At least I think they won't burn in the rain. Does the rain temporarily shut that off? I'm trying to remember.
The what?
Does the rain temporarily shut off zombies burning? I'm trying to remember, because it's been a while since that happened at the same time.
And they don't burn if they're wet, just like regular zombies.
Okay, well, if they're wet, but I'm talking about the rain.
Their helmets purposely take no damage when they're wet from either rain or water.
Okay, so they're fine. Of course, one of my zombies apparently decided to swim in lava, so at least I have some of my crew here. What happened to my full up guy? Oh, here he is. By the way, quick demonstration of a feature that we'll get into even more later. Whenever you sneak, your allies sneak as well. They'll also try to group up with you. So right now I have a sneaking army. The bear seems to be sneaky enough already. He doesn't really change his stance. Just saying. And Vexes just float there mysteriously as usual. But you can see my zombies sneak, and if they happen to kill something while they're sneaking, you get a special message. Because they will still go in for the attack. So let's, before we get to the full-on jockeys. Oh, no, it was just dancing items over here. I thought there were mobs. Darn you dancing, lava dancing items. It's just not really working out the same way I thought because of those dancing items. I don't know why they're even doing that. Meanwhile, everything else seems to have. Wait, can I get them to just terminate some squid?
And I just willed a Thor out of existence with Mind Blast. These campaign abilities are so damn broken.
They're not attacking the squid even when I punch them. Wait, one of them is sneaking up. Dun 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 dun. Sneaking zombie of doom. Hey guys. Aha, there we go. You get the death message that the creature that was killed while you and your army is sneaking, they are assassinated. That's right, you sneak up and you basically backstab. so that's what happens whenever you do that. So yeah. Now, now, as I was saying before, the jockeys are basically as you'd expect. They are the exact combination. Also, extra special thing about jockeys. Oh, and I got the special version of the spider. Nice. Beta spider. It has returned. But yeah, the thing about jockeys is, in addition to them being the combination you'd expect them to be, if you have the corresponding rider, and you have an allied mob of the corresponding type they can ride, they will automatically run to it and try to prepare to mount up and attack. So if I just had a skeleton and I just had a spider, the two would in fact do this, right?
Yes.
It's a special feature.
Though the way you do it to get them to mount is you shift right click a spider, and then the nearest skeleton that isn't riding something will automatically ride the spider.
Okay, so you still need to clue them off, going, hey, could you mount up here because I need a little bit better cavalry. So yeah. And as for the chicken jockey, as you would expect, the fusion part is also the chicken and the zombie. Although in this case it guarantees it's a baby zombie, so that's going to be interesting. As usual, baby zombies do not require hats, so yeah. Oh, this one's a bit more equipped than usual. And oh my gosh, when you see my footage later, this is going to be so funny. Okay. The chicken spawned up on the air and was bouncing off tall grass, floating in midair for a little while before floating down. And the baby zombie is dual-wielding iron swords and seems to have, are those gold boots?
That's just cute.
Yeah. He's dual-wielding iron swords, he has some boots on, and he's riding this chicken. It just started off in midair, so that was just funny. But yeah, I have a chicken jockey now, and he's dual-wielding his version of iron butter swords. Well, iron, I should say iron butter knives. Yeah, that's the better term. The butter sword we know is reserved for gold, but the butter knife, on the other hand, is a classic piece of kitchen utensils. So, therefore, he's dual-wielding iron butter knives. He'll be perfectly fine. And, special note, because we've been doing the undead in this, would you like to tell them how dual-wielding works a little differently in Engender?
If a mob is dueling, their damage output is doubled.
Well, or is it that it literally adds one with the other?
Well, technically it's adding them both, so that's what I mean by it's doubled.
Oh, well, I was wondering, like, if one of them was a diamond sword, one was a iron sword, would it literally add them together to get the full result?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. But it's just the fact that he's dual-wielding two iron swords is basically double the iron sword. But so that's how that came up. But anyhow, unlike normal dual-wielding, they will add together and they attack simultaneously with them. So they will rend their enemies with those. So pretty nice moves. So I have myself a very miscellaneous army. And, oh gosh, the gas. Sorry. Anyhow, as I was going to say, this will do it for the Tier 3s, and next time you meet up with us, it'll be time for Tier 4s. And also remember that any hero abilities of jockeys will correspond to both of them individually, so if you hero them up... and by the way, he will retain his mounted status. So now, this is basically a double hero. So double the power. Now this is what you call real cavalry here. The cavalry has arrived because I have a hero skeleton riding a hero spider. Oh my gosh, that is gonna be just dangerous.
Well, the special hero attack of the spider is to do a leap that closes all the distance between them and whatever enemy that they have their eyes on.
And then you also have the skeleton, whose special ability is to use a Gatling attack. And of course, whenever you have this,
Arrow rain.
yeah. Oh, chicken. Oh, they're not doing. I had a hard. Okay, I'm gonna have to hero you two individually if I even can. It's a baby chicken. That I don't think it's letting me hero the baby chicken or the hero. I can't hero them until they grow up. Will they ever grow up? I have an issue. I have a baby zombie that was riding a baby chicken, and I can't hero them because the baby zombie will try to ride on my head, and the chicken will try to ride on my head. Oh my gosh. Conflict. I was hoping that I could like shift click and it would get past that, but the answer is no. So I was just thinking.
Hilarious.
Well, I was just thinking of the cool combination you could have with the zombie being a hero and being able to cheer on and power up your units while riding a chicken. That would have been awesome. Even more mobile cheering. Or morale boosting. So yeah, that would have been cool. But my spider jockey on the other hand seemed to be perfectly fine with being a double hero. So yeah, you know that's gonna be a deadly combo. Okay. Well, anyhow, whenever we come back with the next one, we will be doing Tier 4, and they will. The thing is, remember these will have different colors. So, what's the next color? Is it a purple or a magenta or something? This is a kind of cyan.
Tier 4s are magenta, but that's for a different video.
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one
That's what I
is
was saying when we come back. Yeah, yeah. And this guy has been such a trooper. I gotta make him a hero. Yeah, because the thing is, this particular zombie trooper has just went through everything that he's been up against, so he's been like a true veteran of combat.
I ought to make that a thing where the longer mobs survive in combat, the more kills and the more near-death experiences they have, they gain experience, and the more experience they gain, the stronger they become. Because you know what they say.
You got a stat system that you're working in.
You know what
they
say.
Progress.
Whatever doesn't kill. You know what they say. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, and as I was saying, you're also working on a stat system, although it's still work in progress. So some things aren't entirely worked out.
Yes, we will discuss in depth the stat. We will discuss in depth the plans of the stat system in the next video.
Although there is one thing that I can certainly say is working, and it'll be very amusing, so keep that in mind for next time. Fitness can make things smaller or bigger than normal. All these have been pretty much average, except maybe an individual or two. So it may in fact be that my slime just looked smaller than it really was for a while. But yeah, so the fitness rating is something that can work. So you can have a shorter Enderman or a taller one that's just super tall.
Their size varies.
Yes.
Their sizes of mobs can now vary with the fitness rating.
Oh my gosh, I'm
that's
up on a tree and they followed me.
just to give a bit of variance, because you know not every human being is exactly the average height of the average height, which the average height of a human is 5'9". But not every single living person on this planet is 5'9".
Exactly. It's like not everybody's gonna be
I for one am 6'6".
Yeah, and I'm somewhere average or somewhere around 5.5-ish. So it does vary. Whoa, lag spike. Well, there's my sign that it's time to go. But yeah, when we come back, we'll be doing Tier 4s. So this has been Glitch Reaper here with Enderman of Doom, and we'll have a lot to go over in our next section. So we'll be signing off, and hope to hear from you all soon. So bye for now, everybody.
You in the next video, people.
Yep, bye for now.